As fishermen prepare for the season's maritime harvest, so inland, the vineyard owners and farmers are preparing to take advantage of the hot, dry season in store. In the space of just 6 weeks, the World Rally Championship has moved away from the snowy, icy roads of the Alps and the frozen north and onto Portuguese asphalt and gravel for one of the toughest, most grueling rallies in Europe, the Rally of Portugal. So far this year, Audi have had everything their own way.
So Marco, are you going to get your revenge back on the Audis on this rally?
I hope, in it's weather like this, I am sure I having good chance. Also, all Lancia have good chance, but it's coming in. I hope no, it's not coming rain. That's only in very bad my car, but like this moment is no problem.
Now, presumably you will take advantage of the opening tarmac stages, won't you, to pull out a lead, hopefully?
I hope yes. In tomorrow morning, I have or some Lancia having 1 minute or like this in pocket you going in gravel, but you never know. Also in gravel after this 9 states not too bad. Also in Audi.
What is the matter with you?
Oh, I have a coldness now for 2 days. It's getting worse and worse, but maybe it's quite good if it's very hot in the car, it's getting better.
Get rid of it quickly.
Yeah.
Well, do you think you'll be able to repeat your Monte Carlo rally victory here?
I don't think so. But anyway, we don't know. I think I was very impressed from the car on gravel roads. It was fantastic. It is just now a question how much the Lancia has improved since last year, which we all don't know how its car is working now on gravel.
Do you expect them to put out a lead on the early tarmac stages?
No, for sure. They will be in front. The question is only how far away they will be. That's a question which is very interesting. But I hope on the end of asphalt it's not more than 2.5 minutes.
Stig Blomqvist completes a powerful Audi trio, but rivals Lancia are posed to play their trump card, Henry Toivonen.
Everybody knows that last year Walter and Marcus, they were very, very fast here on this rally. It was just decided the rally on Arganil the last time. So it's competitive car here, especially if we have dry conditions on the North Loop in Povoa. On Tormak it's really fast. I'm just waiting forward to see the Tormak stage.
You've had a chance to drive it, have you, and test it?
Yes, I've done 1.5 weeks practice, and let's say that I have a 9/10 feeling for the car, not really 100%. It's very accurate car to drive. You must be always perfect with the lines. And I suppose you can never really learn that car before you have done some special stages on the rally.
So how long will it take you to get up to 10/10?
Well, I hope not too long, but probably it will take these first Tormak special stages.
Are there any tactics within the team with you and Marco? Or?
So far I haven't heard anything about the tactics, so I'm pleased to hear that.
So you think you're going to give Marco a run for his money in this car, do you?
Well, I'm not fighting against Marco, I'm fighting against the other cars.
Stages around the historic walled citadel of Sintra are a kaleidoscopic feast featuring the fastest rally cars in the world and watched with fanatical enthusiasm by surging crowds of eager locals.
I'm a bit surprised, especially from the time of first special stage, because I was very unconfident on the stage. It was so slippery. But probably it's one of those reasons again when you are fast, you feel anyway, somehow relaxed. When you really are attacking, you are trying too much, and maybe I had smooth lines now. Maybe it's the way I should try, not to try, but still try.
Toivonen's magic moment in the lead is dramatically cut short on the sixth special stage when he fails to resist the temptation of trying even harder. At the end of the tarmac tests, as expected, the Audi drivers have been outpaced by the nimble, responsive Lancias. Italian youngster Mickey Biasion is making a big impact on his first Portuguese rally and leads teammate Attilio Bettiger.
First of all, I would like to tell that, it wasn't 10-10 driving or 11-10 driving. I did the first 5 special stages sort of 95% driving. That 5% I wanted to save to know the car better. Actually, just before the special stage, I spoke with my co-driver that I'd like to try now to find the character of the car by entering the corners a little bit earlier and lifting the throttle up, which is the character of the car to drive. And my mistake was that I tried that driving on the very narrow bit. I came to the one right corner, lift the throttle, went early in quite fast. The car went sideways, gave throttle. I tried to correct the car like that. And sliding very widely, yes, but still between the walls. And of course my typical luck was that there was these old trees. Hit with the rear left wheel the tree, and this car, which is like a Group C asphalt car, the arms are very thin and broke the bent the wheel under the car.
You must be very disappointed.
Well, I mean, more than disappointed.
As usual in Portugal, spectators are the most prolific and fatalistic in the world. It's no surprise they're causing serious difficulties.
Some of those are, I think, having, I think pet or something that they can stand on the road when I'm coming, and at the last moment they are not moving. So you are getting in the stage where you think, what is behind the next one? So it's very bad.
Do you have to back off?
Yes, you have to back off. You can't really drive into people just flat out. It's terrible. And I think our cars are not so noisy than they used to be. That's the other reason. But they don't care. They are standing on the places where if I go off, I will really kill not one, lot of people.
It must be very worrying.
Yeah, it's not so dangerous for me, but for them it is certainly dangerous.
Yes. I wonder what can be done about it, though.
I think they should do a little bit same thing than we are doing in Finland, that they should put these signs on where they are not allowed to stand.
Yes.
And also control it, that they are not standing there, and that should be the first step to do it.
Do you think it seriously costs you time then?
Yeah, it's, how to drive, into the people, you cannot.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But that's quite normal here.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
In voicing his fears, Mikola is merely airing in public the innermost feelings of every top rally driver. And the risks in Portugal are worse than anywhere else. Onto the gravel roads of central and northern Portugal, Lancia still lead. Blasting through the dust and pounding up behind his Italian teammates comes Marco Allen, who's been delayed by a puncture and is now going flat out to shoulder his way into the lead and increase the gap between himself and the real opposition. But equally determined that Audi should complete a hat-trick of wins in the opening rounds of this year's series is Hannu Mikkola, who's closing in remorselessly in fourth place. Jean Ragnotti holds fifth place for Renault. As a former stunt driver, he's perhaps better equipped than most to deal with the unpredictable antics of massed Portuguese fans. Fresh from his victory in Sweden, Stig Blomqvist has run out of luck here, breaking his front suspension as a result of some particularly rough Portuguese tracks. He's now fighting back from a position well down the field. Bjorn Valdegaard's 350 horsepower Toyota Celica Turbo is destroying its rear tyres at a prodigious rate. And in these warm, dry and abrasive conditions, a set of rears don't last more than a few miles. And after his amazing victory at Monte Carlo, this is not destined to be Walter Rall's rally either. Allen is driving like a man possessed, struggling to keep ahead of a charging Mikkola, and in the process having rapidly reeled in his two Italian teammates, Biasio and Bettega. Meanwhile, with Blomqvist and Rall in trouble, the pressure rests firmly on Hannu Mikkola's broad shoulders. The gap between Allen and the Audi is being systematically whittled away. Blomqvist's unhappy outing is about to come to an end after a roll, and Portugal is destined to yield no points in his quest for the world title. Also about to depart the scene are the two Toyotas, although one of the surprises of the rally has been Finland's Juha Kankkunen, who's driven faster than teammate Valdegaard. By the third day and the run south from Porto back to Lisbon, Mikkola's supreme efforts have been rewarded. And as a result of some quite brilliant driving, he's elbowed his way past Allen's Lancia and into the lead. As has happened so often in the past, the Portuguese rally is becoming a personal battle between these two great drivers. Now it's Marco Allen who must try to find something extra. He's been going flat out from the start, but now he must try to raise his pace once again. But everything that Allen can do is being answered superbly by Mikkola, thanks to iron determination and supreme concentration. As the struggle for the lead intensifies, everyone's being left behind. Bettega having the dubious honor of being best of the rest, ahead of teammate Biasio. Drifting right to the edge of this concrete bridge parapet is Ragnotti's Renault, still heading for a worthy fifth place. Walter Rall is experiencing a rally he'd rather forget, but there's worse to come. Mikkola for Audi and Allen for Lancia are both giving their utmost, trading seconds and taking risks like boxers swapping punches. And sometimes it seems as though the spectators too want to get in on this high-risk business. Bettega and Biasio are left to fight among themselves for third and fourth places, ahead of Ragnotti's Renault. Kalle Grundle's reliable Volkswagen Golf is comfortably leading Group A. Despite the fact that his car looks undamaged, Rall's Audi has been over onto its roof.
When I rolled, I destroyed the store and it doesn't close now.
When did you roll, Walter?
In Marau, in a very slow bend, it's 10 kilometers. Middle of the road, car was going on the roof.
Oh dear. how much time did you lose?
22 minutes. But it was, the rollover was just 30 seconds, but after the car was burning,
Oh
that
dear.
was the problem.
How did you put it out?
With the fire extinguisher. And every time we start the engine, it was with also fire.
Oh dear.
And after 20 minutes, when it was cooling down, it was okay.
On that stage, you stopped right at the start.
Yeah,
What happened?
Motoronic stopped. Engine.
A fuel injection computer was malfunctioning, starving the engine of fuel. Swift action by the crew restored power quickly, however, and Walter was soon back in action.
That's not what caused you to roll, though.
No. It was just, don't know why. In the middle of the road, car was going on the roof.
But at least you kept going anyway.
Yes, of course.
Roll continues, but he's now well out of contention. So it's all down to Mikola, who reaches the end of the 56-kilometre Arganil stage, the toughest test of this grueling rally, just a handful of precious seconds in front of Alain. Red in the face and lathered in rivulets of sweat, it's obviously been another supreme effort from the world champion. With only 4 special stages to go, he knows only too well that the confrontation is far from over. One tiny mistake or a puncture will still cost him victory. A determined Alain must still somehow be kept at bay.
Hannu is going 3 seconds faster than me, but now only different about 15 seconds now, and he's coming good fight tonight.
Good. You're 15 seconds behind him.
Yes, now this moment, you know, I pay in 3 seconds, and before this stage I paid 3 seconds already. Only 15.
Will you be able to catch him?
Yeah, he's coming good rally still, you know, it's no problem.
Good luck. Thank you.
Good luck.
The final stages of this epic duel produce one of the most closely fought finales in World Championship rallying history. Mikola remains under threat all the way as Alain refuses to accept defeat, driving through his rival's dust in an awe-inspiring effort as he fights for every fraction of a second, leaving his teammates further and further behind. And back at Estoril, after almost 700 kilometers of flat-out special stage driving, the winning margin just 27 seconds. Mikola is the master. With his co-driver Arnie Hertz, the world champion has taken one of the most satisfying and well-deserved wins of his long and distinguished career, keeping Audi ahead in the chase for the 1984 World Championship and his own World Drivers' Championship chances very much alive.